All of these time frames are giving us confirmation. The week says a downtrend, the day says a downtrend, and the 4 hour says a downtrend. So we're definitely going down. We might experience some pullbacks, but we're definitely going down for NZDCAD this coming week. So this is a trade setup that we will be taking. All right. Happy Sunday, guys. Today we're gonna go through the setup for the week. I'm a bit busy on the farm, so I'm not gonna be taking trades all week. I will just be looking for one trade on the daytime frame, which I'll enter later tonight or early tomorrow morning, and I will let that trade run for the rest of the week, as I will not have a lot of time to monitor it or to enter any other trades on the 4 or the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going to do a weekly time frame trade this week coming. So as I know, I'm using this new system that not really new to some person, but it is new for me. I'm just using it. So what I do, I use supply and demand zones. The red zones are considered supply zones, and the blue zones are considered demand zone. I have two moving average, smooth moving average. Here we have the red one, which is 200 moving average, shows the overall trend of the market, and we have the 50 moving average, which price always seems to come back to the 50 moving average. So the setup for this is that whenever price pulls back, or better yet, whenever price is above the 50 and the 200 moving average, we're in an uptrend. All right. What we normally do is wait for price to pull back to the 50 or the 200 moving average, and a supply and a demand zone is formed before we actually buy, and the opposite is for the selling. So let's just jump into this right now and see what we have. So let's begin with your USD. Overall uptrend, but it's not at a zone of importance to me. It's not at the 50 or the 200 moving average. So let's move on. We have Gbp Usd, not at a zone that I'm ready to buy at. It needs to pull back to the 50 moving average, and then a demand zone is formed. And also I need to see the volume in a green candle at that zone before I actually go ahead and take that trade. So I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna take this one. Let's move on. This is not at a zone as yet neither. Moving on. All right, so this one, the only difference with this one is that it was not at the demand zone, but it did pull back to the 50 moving average. Not a setup as well. This is kind of consolidating. Okay, this is a setup, but I would not be taking this one, because right where the demand zone has been formed, as you can see, I would not be taking that trade. It needs to break the demand zone first. Next, it needs to pull back to the 50 moving average. Nothing there. Alright, so I took this one, and think it was on Friday, because it had pulled back to the 200 moving average. There was a demand zone, and we had the volume with a big green candle pushing upwards. So I'll be sitting in this one until next week, and I'll be taking my profit there at $77 for the week. So that's a good trade I'm sitting and waiting on as well. I'm gonna let it run for the rest of the week. Nothing there as well. Nothing there. Nothing as well. Not much setup today. Nothing. All right. So that is kind of set up, but the risk to reward ratio is not that good, so I will not be taking that trade, as you can see. Alright, so that's under 50, but it's still at a supply zone, so I'm not going to take that one. Nothing there. Okay, this is possibly a setup. It pulled back to the 50. It's at a supply zone. It's at a demand zone, sorry, and we had the volume, so probably I'll take that one. But let's see what's there with the other currencies. Need a red candle, push down, the volume needs to so it's at the 200 moving average. There's a supply zone there, but the candle is still green. I need to see a big red candle to show that sellers are in the market and are in control before I enter. Remember that you don't try to predict the market, you just follow what the market does. So I need to see that big red candle. Let's see how much pips. I'll be entering it around there. So that's a good amount of pips down to the demand zone. Let's see where. Come on. Let's see our stop loss, where our stop loss would have been. Around there. Well, not bad. That would be a good trade, but I need to see that big red candle form before I actually enter that trade. Next. This was entered from last week. It's a buy, so I'm still gonna sit and wait on that one. No worries. Euro JPY, not at an area of importance. CAD Chef, not at an area of importance. No, not that one as well. Moving on. That's something I sold last week, still running. I bought this. It's at an area of supply, of demand, but I don't remember why I entered this trade last week, but I'm still gonna sit and hold it for now. Hopefully it turn around soon and we can go in some profit, but those red candles are really big, so probably it will hit my stop loss. No worries. No, needs to pull back. No as well. Need to see the green candles. Nope. Nope. There's nothing there. So there's not much trade set up this week. Okay, this trade left me, so I'm not gonna enter that again. We have the big green red candles, but I missed the entry, so that's alright. Moving on, nothing there as well. Too close to the demand zone, so I'm not gonna enter that one. Alright, NZDCAD. This looks like a nice setup. So we're at area of supply. We have, it's below the 50 and the 200. We have the red candle forming. So yes, this is a trade I'll definitely be taking today to early in the morning. Just waiting on the market to open, and then we can go ahead and enter this trade. As you can see on the stochastic oscillator as well, the blue dotted line is about to cross and it's at the area of overbought, so that's a nice setup for now. I'll be only entering this trade for the rest of the week unless I see a better setup, but this is a perfect setup for us. So this is the one I'll be banking most of my money on for this coming week. Alright, so as I can see, those are where my entry would be, stop loss on and my take profit. Stochastic looking good as well, so it's a perfect setup. It complies to all the rules of trade, so I'll be taking that one. Nothing for USD. For US cash, I'm not gonna take that. US 30, not gonna take that. So NZDCAD is the trade for this week for me. Hopefully I'll be able to make some profit, so I'll be sitting in that one for the entire week. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. But I will not be going about taking revenge trades. I hope it can break that support here and we can go to the other support below for some more pips. That would be great. Really great if it could break that. So we will take a next take probably there. So when it hit the first support, I'll probably close half my position and leave it to run if it continues on that same trajectory to the second support at the bottom. So this is a really good setup, guys. You can go ahead and take it as well. Don't risk as much. Let's look at the 4-hour. Or if we had gone to the 4-hour since Friday, we would have been in a better position because it started its run from early Friday morning. We would have caught it earlier, but That's alright. We're trading on the day time frame, so we'll stick to the day time frame. We will close our trades on the 4 hour though, just to come out early before any major happenings. Alright, so let's look at go back at the week time frame. So the week time, so guys, all of these time frames are giving us confirmation. The week says a downtrend, the day says a downtrend, and the 4 hour says a downtrend. So we're definitely going down. We might experience some pullbacks, but we're definitely going down for NZDCAD this coming week. So this is a trade setup that we will be taking.